Hi cave people, welcome to the cave. I am Sarah from Sarbear's Creative Cave, and today is Vlogmas Day 17. Off to the side here is my little sidekick Rupert, who was a few minutes ago when I first started trying to make my video today, burrowing on the tree skirt. And if none of you know what that is, it's when they dig at the blanket to try and then they go back and forth. And then they make this perfect little spot that they get to lay down in. Sorry, you'll have to bear with me. I have missed a couple days of Vlogmas. I did a lot of napping and resting, and I was forbidden to even craft, according to my husband. The last video I did, I shared that I fell outside and pulled a bunch of muscles, and for the most part I had a heating pad draped on some part of my arm or upper torso. Today it's behind me. Didn't really want to do a video draped in a heating pad, and I was just kind of not feeling great and not sleeping good, so I was just kind of always a zombie for 2 days. Not always a zombie. I was kind of a zombie for 2 days. There's what I meant to say. So today, I don't have any whips because I wasn't able to craft. I did try to do some bead weaving thinking maybe that would be easier. It was not. It was so much worse for my poor arm. It just pulled down a lot on the muscles in my shoulders and everything, and it was not good. I'm just gonna reach over to this side where my caffeine is, because you all know I don't people without coffee, and it is early here. I've been up since about 2:30 this morning, which is when the dog had to go outside, and I have a hard time falling asleep, so I just didn't go back to bed. Over the last couple days, what have I been doing? Well, sleeping and watching YouTube videos. That's pretty much it. I did start one new project because it is made with bulky yarn, and I figured I could get it done fast and it would be less stressful than trying to do like the tiny knitting on the owls that I've been making. So I had to put that aside for a bit. Probably won't be doing anything on it until maybe even the end of this week because I'm just sore. And if anybody can read that, classy, but it cuts a little. They didn't have one that said a lot, so I went with a little. We'll pretend. No one needs to know. So I did want to share something that I had made a while ago, like over a year ago, before we moved here. Oh no, it was after we moved here. So it was within the last year. I can't remember things. I even wrote myself, wrong arm. I wrote myself a note on the back of like my Amazon gift note that I got with my Reddit gift. I wrote myself a note so I would remember to tell you guys what the patterns were, because I keep forgetting to write them down. So I remember today. Woohoo! Okay, so this is called Charlotte. It's a square, which I'll show you in a minute. It's called Charlotte, which is part of Charlotte's Dream blanket. The pattern is by Deidre Use. I think I'm saying her last name right. I don't really know. I'm just going with it. She has a blog called lookatwhatimade.net. You can look that up. You can also find the free pattern on Ravelry, which links you to her blog, her website. She also does, she has amazing patterns. She's a very good person to learn from if you're trying to do more technical stitches, or if you're trying to really branch out and learn a lot of new stitches, because she has a lot of very, very detailed photographed tutorials with all of her patterns. If you look up something called Sophie's Universe, you're all going to go, I can't do that. But you can. A, believe in yourself, because I believe in you. And two, there's like a ton of photos showing you exactly where to put your stitch. Like she has tutorials where she like moves, like close-ups, where she moves a stitch forward and shows the hook going into the stitch you need to work into. So when you're doing like difficult or intricate stitches, you know exactly what you're doing. And she gives exact stitch counts for every row. Very, very detailed. So anyways, yes, so it's called Charlotte, Charlotte, by Deidre Use. It's Dedri, and her last name is Uys, Deidre Use. So look up Charlotte on Ravelry. She's got all kinds of awesome patterns. A lot of them are free. She does have some paid ones, I think, as well. But without further ado, I'm going to cover up myself because this is a huge square. I made this with Karen 1 pound, and I think it was a 6mm hook. Or as Krista would say, a 6 milli. I just love that girl. She's hilarious. So this is, can you see it all? Can I get it all in? I'm looking through the hole in the middle. But this is Charlotte. Okay, you probably couldn't hear me because I had myself covered. Sorry, I'm looking outside because I can see things going by. And it's cars. Oh, don't. Okay, there we go. We're just going to put that on that side where it doesn't hurt to move. So this is made with white and a blue color that I don't remember the name of because it's in my closet in a box because I still have a bunch more of them. My original intention was to make a blanket with this, but this is as far as I got. This is one square. I think I was going to do like 6 squares to do like the top of the bed, and then I was just going to add on to it to do like the drape over the edge. But it's not, I don't know, it's not super soft. It's an acrylic yarn, Karen 1 pound it's called. I found it was more of a rough yarn. But I think it lent itself well to show the definition of the stitches. So the center of, I'm just going to fold this up a bit. Okay, so you may notice that in the square there's like the center part which is offset from the other part. So it's like a kind of like a diamond inside of a square. But if you can see, I'm going to try and hold it up for you guys to see. You can see the texture. So like the flower petals are a bit more raised. So like if it's sitting down, it's hard to show you because my arms are not flat. There you go. But you see how it's like got a little bit more raised? So these are not like uber duper long stitches, guys. These are front post, yes, front post stitches, either doubles or triples, but like you're looking at probably about 3 or 4 rows there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. So five rows. And this is the part, this is part of Deidre's patterns that I really love. So if you look at the back, you can see it's all circles. And then there's just chain stitches. So these chains don't get used. They're just to go in between the other stitches, I guess you could say. So then you get this really nice peak. But if you really look up close to it, you can tell that there are post stitches around the top. Okay, camera. There we go. So there are post stitches around the top of each petal. But if you look like in behind it, so like it's kind of covering a bit of the chain that's running behind in there. I just love it. She's got these, like, you know, the color changes here where you do like the back post to kind of pop out that stitch, but you get that kind of like 2 colors showing through. I love it. And like, check out those popcorns. They're popping. So you could do this in multiple colors because if you look up close, sorry, the lighting isn't really great where I am. It kind of looks like a flower or a tree or something. I love it. I love it, love it. And the edging kind of looks like butterflies to me. Anyways, it's giant and I love it. And I have one that I made in thread, Debbie, you're gonna love this one. Stop using that arm. I made it, well, it's not actually thread, it's a single ply merino hand painted speckled yarn that I got in a Reddit yarn exchange. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. A little bit more scratchy, so I wanted to make something with it that really kind of showed off the beauty of the yarn, but that I didn't have to wear. And I made a Charlotte, but in that, and it's only like, I think about yay big. I don't know the dimensions. Like maybe 12 inches-ish, give or take a couple. So yeah. I will show that in a later podcast because I have to go and, I pulled out a stitch. Because I have to go and look for it. It is in my bin of stuff that I take to craft shows, but it's going to be gifted to somebody special. I won't say who, because they might be watching. So yeah, that was the one I wanted to show you. The next one I want to show you, oh yes, I moved it over here because it hurts for me to go over there. The next one I have is another free pattern, and this one is the one that I started working on because my shoulder hurts and this is easier to do. This one I'm using an 8mm crochet hook. Yep. Or as Krista would say, an 8mm. The yarn calls for, I think, a 6mm. Anyways, pattern first. Focus, Sarah. It's called Seraphina's Shawl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry from Donnie's Stuff, D-O-N-I'(S), Donnie's Stuff on Ravelry. And it's called Seraphina's Shawl. And the yarn I'm using is, tangled up, let go. Okay, well, I only have a little bit left because I've been using it. It is Loops and Threads Barcelona yarn. And it has 300 and something yards, 328 yards in a 200-gram ball. And the colorway is Poolside. So, it is like blues and greens. Let me just pull up a loop because I don't have a stitch marker handy. So this is, you're probably not going to be able to see it because it's darker colors and the lighting kind of sucks. So I'm going to hold it up so you can see kind of, I guess you can kind of see the laciness of it. Isn't that cool? And it looks super complicated, but it's not. It's actually a fairly simple pattern repeat. Which I won't share because you have to go look it up yourself so she gets some love and some traffic on her website. But it's basically double crochet and chain stitches. And I'm sorry, I have a fluff that just kind of landed in my eyeball. So yeah, so this is a little bit over half, I guess, of the ball, and it comes down to my belly. So like I could probably wrap it. I won't try with the other hand because I know that I'll hurt myself. Haha. Hooks are good for something. But I was thinking, depending on how big it comes out, because you can just keep going on this and make it as big as you want. It's like a top down, so you start in the middle here. So you start up here, and then you kind of just work out and you keep increasing as you go. So you can make it as big as you want. So if this was to get bigger, it would drape around in the front, which as a chunky monkey, I really like. And then you just could close it with a nice shawl pin. It'd be a nice little wrap kind of deal. But I really like it. It's beautiful. I like how the colors are playing out. I'll try and post a better picture. Like, it's just starting to get daylight here. So that's how early it is. It is maybe 8. Maybe. But probably not, because the coffee was still on when I went to pour my cup before I started this video, and we started it before 6, and it only lasts for 2 hours, so it wasn't quite 8 o'clock when I started filming. Speaking of coffee, This is a Tim Hortons mug from a few years back. And I don't have my big Christmas mug because they're heavy and my muscles hurt. So lifting the big cup of coffee was no bueno. So this is my whip. And it's pretty straightforward. Like, I can do this while I'm watching YouTube videos or when I watch TV with Greg. I was watching a Q&A podcast from Hannah over at the Corner of Craft on YouTube. And she just knits without looking at her freaking hands, and it blows my mind because I'm like, I don't know, how can you do that? But then I was realizing, as I'm freaking out about that in my own little brain, I'm crocheting while watching the podcast and not looking at my hands, going, well, yeah, I guess after a bit of practice, you would be pretty used to that. Sorry, that's tickling me. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. And then it'll have, like, the edge of the shawl has these points on it. So, like, you can see up here, I've started my next increase here. So it's fairly, like, you have to only really pay attention for the increases, like, at the ed. I was going to say the edge or the end, and it came out the ed. Making up things today because I can. So at the end and near the center are where your increases are going to be. But in between is pretty straightforward. It's just the same exact thing. So you can breeze through it like nothing. This pattern, like I said, was from like 2004, I think, on her website. But yeah, I'm really enjoying making it. And that's what I'm doing today. I've got to stop moving my arm around so much because it hurts. And I'm going to have to wrap that heating pad around my shoulder later. So it's a jammies and messy bun kind of day while I crochet and catch up on YouTube videos. And then I realized this morning I didn't do my Vlogmas. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like so scatterbrained today. My Vlogmas. And it's 17th. So that would be 3 and 5 would be 8. No. It can't be already 8 days till Christmas? Is that right? Is that right? No. It must be. I can math. Sorry, you're right. Go back to sleep. I apologize. Did I wake you up? How rude. How rude. Yep, I think that's right. There's 8 days till Christmas. Holy crap on a cracker, Batman. And that is one of my sayings when I'm just like kind of dumbfounded, or the cuss a little but in polite company, or when I'm shocked. Yep. That's just a little bit more of me being real on Vlogmas. So I'm sitting with my lights over here and I'm gesturing with my arm and that hurts and I should stop it. And you're all yelling at me, stop doing that, Sarah, that hurts your arm. You are all correct. It does, and I should. That's really all I have today. Today is, I lied, that's not really all I have today. There's a few more things to share. It is our Christmas pool party. Not like as in go swimming pool party, but like billiards. It is our Christmas party tonight, so we will be going to that after Greg is done work tonight. We'll be doing that. And I am going to help stuff the stockings. I was telling you guys about the stockings that we were doing for the homeless shelter. So I have that to do also today. So it doesn't look like I'm going to actually be getting any kind of a nap anytime soon. So Sarah will be fully caffeinated completely today. That's, yeah, I'm on my second cup and there will be probably more. I may even make another pot just for myself. It's very possible. It just might happen. How can I forget the most important thing? Oh my gosh. I was just so like, you have to do a Vlogmas. You haven't done one for 2 days. Make sure you write stuff down and make sure you have your notes so that you don't like miss something or forget something. And I forgot to write down, and so then almost forgot to say, you guys are freaking amazing. I went from 72 subscribers one day. I like to check occasionally and see if, you know, what's happening and whatever. Wow, I woke up the next day to a comment from Gypsy Rose. Hi, Gypsy. Who commented, like it was a notification on my phone. Ooh, 100 subscribers, you're a rock star. And I was like, I wonder who she's saying that to. And then I realized, wait, that's commented on my thing. So I went and looked, and bam, overnight, I went up to like 106 subscribers. What? So I'm kind of like still in shock. I have over 100 subscribers, and you guys are amazing. My cave people, I love you guys. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. I do know that Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter, who you are a gem, thank you again so much, did a little blurble on one of her podcasts about me and another podcaster. And we both ended up getting a whole influx of new people, which is awesome because the more the merrier. There's always room in the cave. So yeah, I was like super excited about that. And now I have to think of what I want. Because I had been talking previously about what I was going to do for like 100 subscriber giveaway. Because eventually I'd get there. But I was thinking like March, April, I'd eventually get there. And then it happened like overnight. How? So thank you very much for everyone who has made it possible for people to find me, all of you who have subscribed and who comment and share and like. You all make a difference and you all matter, and I'm kind of like, I'm just going to keep crafting so I don't cry like a little weirdo that I hit 100 subscribers, which compared to some of the people I follow and they're like 25 or 50,000 subscribers may not seem like much, but to me that's kind of like a huge momentous deal. The earth sort of shifted for me a little bit. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So, can't believe I was going to end my video before I even said thank you. How rude. How rude indeed. So, that being said, I need to do a 100 subscriber giveaway because I have to give back to all the awesome people that have helped me get to where I am, because I like to give stuff away and you guys deserve it. So that being said, should I do a giveaway of stuff you can make things with, or a giveaway of stuff that I make for you? I would like to know what you guys think. So leave me a comment down below of handmade. No, because that won't work. Handmade or handmade? Duh. Like I said, I'm running on very little sleep today, okay guys? Bear with me. Okay, so do you want something handmade or something you can make something handmade with? So let me know which you prefer. And I may or may not go with all the votes, or I may just decide to go with something in my own little brain. Yes, okay, I do know what I'm doing. See, I had to pay attention because I'm near the middle of the shawl, which is where one of my increases is. So, oh, I just realized I'm totally crocheting along while we're chatting today. You guys are getting to watch me crochet. You're special. So yeah, let me know, do you want something handmade or something you can make something with? Like yarn or notions. I was going to say potions, but I don't make potions. That would be weird. Yarn potions. Although maybe it wouldn't be weird, because a potion that made your significant other buy you yarn every day would be something I would totally be down for. Just saying. Okay, well, I'm going to continue crafting and having my coffee and continue catching up on everybody's Vlogmas videos that I've missed, and hopefully hearing from you guys and what you would like in a giveaway. And then sometime this week, at some point, the next couple days I'm kind of busy with life stuff. Oh, before I do go, you want to get a giggle? I told my husband that I have 100 subscribers, so I have to do a 100 subscriber giveaway. And his immediate reaction is like, are you crazy? What are you talking about? I'm gonna have to shut this down pretty fast. And I howled because he assumed I meant 100 giveaways. I hope you're laughing as much as I laughed when I figured out why he was like freaking out. He thought I was going to do 100 giveaways. I was like, are you kidding me? Can you imagine if I ever get to 50,000 subscribers? That's a lot of stuff. 100 giveaways. Oh, bless him. So that, yeah. He's special. I love him. So once he realized I was doing one giveaway because I hit 100 subscribers, it was all good. Oh, but his reaction was priceless. Like, I can't even. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm going to end on that note instead of babbling on, because this is already a super long video and you guys have a life and it's Monday and you want to go do stuff instead of sit here and listen to me blabble on about stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Stop gesturing with the sore arm, dum-dum. Thanks for tuning in, and if you guys are returning subscribers, which I know over 100 of you are, thank you for being super awesome. And if you're new here and you like my vibe, feel free to subscribe. Hit the little bell notification and you will get notified every time I post new content like Vlogmas or Crafty or whatever. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for finding me. Thanks for sharing. Thanks just for being awesome. I hope you guys are having a good day. Clearly, I'm not having a super bad day today. I can mostly move again, so that's good. It doesn't hurt for me to stand up or sit down or move or sleep. So, yay! So whatever you are doing today, I hope you do it well. And if you're not having a great day, well, that's a bummer, and I'm sorry, and I'll send you good juju. But remember, even if you're having a bad day, you're still pretty freaking awesome. Stay crafty, my friends. I'll talk to you later. Bye!